Hello guys, today I want to talk a little bit about the sequence that I take when creating an endpoint for Spring Boot project. So we've been working in this project, you know, a group of guys that we're all learners. So I've been asked the question of what is the sequence that I take when creating an endpoint. So the first thing that we do is we go to obviously we have to have the entity. That's number one. Number two, we go to the menu repository, and let's say I want to create here a query based on, what can we say, and dates. Let's say we want to, so I want a page of my menu, and here I go find by, and then I have a bunch of keywords, date, and then I can do between, and then I go here, I give the date Java util, and I go start date, and then again date, end date, and then I go pageable page. So that's number one. Number two, I go to my menu service, and here I create a service that says I want a list of menus, a list of menu, and I will do here read by date, and we'll pass the same parameters, which are date, start date, date, end date, and pageable again, and page. Okay, so I have this, and now I go to my implementation, which I have a one here that is not implemented, so I'm gonna implement method read by date. I'm gonna implement it here, and this is what's going to be on this side. So okay, so we have this, and then I'm gonna do the log. I don't have logger here, or what? Oh, this is not, this is the implementation only. So I'm gonna say if date start date equals null. I'm gonna set the start date to new date, and I'm gonna say it's going to be from 0. Okay, and I go here if end date equals null, then this is gonna be end date equals new date, oh, new date, and then I'm gonna pass here a system that current in milliseconds. So I'm gonna pick the data where, so because this is not going to be mandatory for a user to enter. So here, what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use the menu repository, and I am going to find by date between, and here I'm gonna put start date, and I'm gonna end date, and page, and this I'm gonna, because I'm asked for a list, I'm gonna put it to list, and it should be good. Okay, so now from here We go to the menu controller. What is this? Menu controller. So we're gonna implement this here. We're gonna say get mapping, and here I'm gonna pass search and the date. So I'm gonna use parameters. I'm not gonna use so here I say I need a public list of menu, and I'm gonna say get menu by date, and here I'm gonna say request parameter. So this is gonna be, I'm not gonna require this, require false, and it's gonna be at date. I think I need date time format. Where is this? Let's find it. Date time format, and then it's gonna equals to, I'm just gonna go down here, equals to year, month, and day, and this is gonna be start, it's gonna be start date. I need to pass this as date, start date, and that's one. Parameter not found. Anyways, let's see, why is it not start date? If let me continue with this and see. Date and time format equals year, month, day, date, Java. Um, oh, I know why. Because this has to be in parentheses, and this has to be in parentheses. So now I have date and date, and then I pay and go. Page is the last. Pageable page. It's not okay. False. Date and time. Okay. This is where it's go. Pattern. Jakarta. Okay. So now this goes inside. Sorry about this. And this, it's this is removed. I'm just gonna copy this and put it here. Pattern. Okay, let's see. Require false. Where is this? Pattern. Require false start date. Date time. I don't like this. Okay, so I have request pattern. This is not mandatory. So if I come here, copy for the second one, okay, so I have to go here, paste it, acquire. I'm just gonna delete all this because I'm gonna redo everything. Okay, request pattern, require. That's what happens when you do things live. Add date and time format. This is a pattern. And this goes. I need to bring this down because I cannot see. Pattern equals to year, month, day. Okay, and now date, start date, comma. So the second one is gonna be add request pattern, require false, and it's gonna be add data format, pattern, year, month, day, and it's gonna be date and date, and the last one is gonna be pageable page. Okay, I think I got this. So what is this? I don't have a return statement, which is fine. So what I'm gonna do, actually I don't need it here. Okay, so I'm gonna say logger. I'm gonna use my logger info, and I'm gonna say here request menus by dates from start date, and I'm gonna say end date. Okay, so that should be it. And now I need to what is the controller? Why is it that? And now I go here, return. I have the menu service in this, and then read by date. Then I pass the start date, the end date, and page. And that should be my return statement. So that's pretty much how I go about. I am sorry about this little hiccups that I had. I'm not used to not seeing what I'm typing, and this presentation mode is a little bit crazy, but again, anyways, this is kind of what it is. So I need to get out of presentation mode because I need to run Postman. So I want to start this. Okay. So if I come to Postman, I'm just gonna go to, I'm gonna close all this. Okay, so I'm gonna get a new one, and the URL is gonna be, let's see which one is this. What is this URL? Okay, search date. Okay, localhost 8090 API v1 search dates, and this would go start date. Let's say we're gonna do 2023 12/31, and we're not gonna put an end date. So not found because we don't have any. Now let's just get another one. So we're gonna go localhost 8080 menus. Hmm. Search. So I have the menu. So let's see when it was created. 2024. Let's copy this. Copy. Let's come back here. Just paste it here. About blank date search. What is this? Search date params. What is not start date? Require false. Let's not pass anything. Let's see what we get because they're not localhost 8090. Not found. What's not found? Search dates. Oh, it's date. It's not dates. Date search. Okay, let's see. Let me just move this out of the way. Okay, so IPv1. IPv1. Menus. Oh, I'm missing this. Menus. Date. So, okay, there's none. So now let's copy and paste this date. Start date. Okay, let's see. There is none. Why is it none here? Start date, search dates. 2023. 2024. 01. 01. And end date. Let's do end date. Start 16. It's requesting from this. It says no. I don't know why this is not going through, but anyways, that's the idea. It's to I have to just troubleshoot this a little bit, debug it. But that's the idea of how the flow should go. From the repository, I have to implement these two methods, which I will do. Then to the service implementation, and then to the controller. All right.